What's up, guys? It's RobFuz here. Hope everyone's doing good out there, staying well, staying healthy. Today we're going to take a look. I thought it'd be a cool idea to take a look at my top viewed videos I've created on my channel over the years. Here's the number 1 through number 5. We'll take a look back at the most viewed videos on my channel. This video, the Tokyo Disneyland mystery tour, it's crazy. It's really cool. I went to Tokyo Disneyland a long time ago, and I filmed this not knowing it would be so popular on my channel. This video has got a ton of views, and a lot of different channels have used my footage for different videos on YouTube. I was even contacted about possibly using my footage on a Disney Plus special. Would be awesome. I don't think it's going to be happening, but I was contacted and they wanted to use my footage. I thought that was really neat. So check it out. I apologize, it's in Japan. There's a link below there I'm going to put. It explains the entire ride, and it's just neat. It was a very cool, innovative ride. I think it's a Bibbidi Boppidi Boop boutique now, but it's long gone. It's extinct. One of my theme park retro extinct attractions. Enjoy it. This is Cinderella's mystery tour. Konnichiwa!
シンデレラ城へようこそ。私はこれから皆さんのガイドを務めさせていただく金沢です。どうぞよろしく。
Yes.
本日はまずギャラリーの通り豪華なボールルームやダイニングルーム、客室を回ります。そして階段を上り塔の上まで行っておしまいです。他にもたくさんのお部屋がありますので、こっそり覗いて迷子にならないよう私にしっかりついてきてください。皆さんもお疲れにならないようにゆっくりと歩きますが、バッグやカメラ、ましてやお子様やお友達などなくなったら困るものはしっかり握りしめていてくださいね。それからフラッシュ撮影はお願いします。次のヒーローやヒロインたちの肖像画が描られています。この少年ターンは光の剣で卑劣で残酷な悪者たちを滅ぼし、今でも伝説として語り継がれている。
黙れ黙れ、言わせておけばたわごとを並べおって。
魔法の鏡、脅かさないでよ。一体何の用？
よくもディズニーの悪者たちを侮辱しおったな。卑劣で残酷な悪者たちだと。今その悪者たちを見せてやる。どうだ、このさぞたる姿、彼らこそがディズニーの本当のスターだ。
よく言えるわね。結局彼らは何もできなかったじゃない。こんな悪者なんか。
見てろ。
怖くない。
愚か者め。我らの秘密の地下室へ降りてこい。どれだけ悪の力に対抗できるか試してやろう。
怖がることはありませんか。
It didn't do that good, so that's why he's around. People are excited. I don't know what's going on.
悪者たちがお前たちを
Go deep in the dungeons of the castle.
かけて待って
どうやら実験室に迷い込んだようですね。あれは何かしら。毒リンゴのことが書いてある。そうか、ここは白雪姫の情報の実験室です。情報はきっと調べてください。
Tanner.
光ってるのは何でしょう。もう少しだけ近づいてみましょう。もしかして今何か見えませんでした。見えた？まさか伝説のドラゴンじゃん。急いで入って皆さん、急いで、早く、急いで、ドラゴンが暴れ出さないうちに。大丈夫大丈夫。ほらほら、危ないところですね。
紛れるためですよ。
動いてますよ。コルドロの伝説です。ブラックコルドロとは悪魔の大釜のことなのです。昔この世が悪に支配されていた頃、悪の大王ホーンドキングはこの大釜を使って死の霊体を操っていました。でもある時、勇気と純粋な心を持ったヒーローターランが現れ、光の剣でこの大釜の力を奪い、平和な世の中を取り戻したそうです。その後王になったターランは光の剣とブラックコルドロも一緒にどこかへ隠したと言います。そうですよ、この光の
子供話はもうたくさんだ。どんなことよりみんな早くこっちへ来い。
言うとですね、さあ行きましょう。もうここまで来てしまった以上、逃げ出すわけにはいきませんが、どうもこの先に何かがあるようです。待って、閉じ込められました。
そろそろ決着をつける時が来たようだな。いかにもブラックコルドロンは次の部屋にある。そしてターランはもうこの世にいない。
何か企んでいるのね。
そう、その通り。これが最後の挑戦だ。善が勝つか悪が栄えるか。お前たちに本当の勇気があるのなら、次の部屋でこの挑戦を受けるがいい。ブラックコルドロンがお前たち人間を飲み込もうと待っているのだ。
鏡の最後の挑戦です。皆さん、勇気を出して戦いましょう。この平和な王国を守るためには皆さんの力が必要なのです。ブラックコルドロンが次の部屋にあるのなら、光の剣も一緒にやります。そして勇気と皆さん、一緒に頑張りました。
The cool part. You know, it's cool when more than one group joins.
あのグループもここに迷い込んだのかな。いや、ここにあったのね。でも誰かがきっと見てるよ。
There we go.
ホーンドキング、生きていたんだ。
大王が蘇ったなんてね。
コルドロンで世界の全てを征服するのじゃ。終わらないことはない。あとわずかで何にもかもが終わる。お前たちはもう逃げられん。ブラックコルドロンの生贄となるのじゃ。ブラックコルドロンよ、目を覚ませ。悪魔の大釜よ、よみがえる。死者を呼び起こし、敵の軍団を作るのだ。
story, kids. Good conquers evil. That's in English. And that's what counts.
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。それでは大きな拍手をもう一度お願いします。
This next video is the backlot tram tour at Universal Studios Hollywood. This is another retro video. A lot of this stuff is extinct. Unfortunately, King Kong got burned down in a fire, which makes this video very unique. It was pouring rain for 2 weeks while we were in California. And I think it was the most rain they ever gotten at the time. I don't know, it was crazy. And the part where you go, you'll see it's raining. There's protective rain stuff on the trams and everything, so you wouldn't get wet. And you'll see we go through when the water parts. The water came up into the boat, almost soaked us. It was crazy. It was very wet. So enjoy it. The backlot tour from Universal Studios Hollywood. It's so good. I love it. Enjoy. Another video that got an amazing amount of views on my channel. Thank you so much.
You'll see this house, the house of John Belushi. Climbed up the ladder to check out the sorority girls, the National Lampoon's Animal House. Off to the driver's side, you'll see a gray house, 1313 Mockingbird Lane, home of the Munsters. Also off to the driver's side is the pale yellow house. It's the home of the Hardy Boys and Lassies, so those classic TV shows. It's also where Macaulay Culkin started that music video for Michael Jackson, Black or White. This pale lavender and yellow house off to the driver's side, numbered 103, is the home of James Gardner and Doris Day. The thrill of it all. James Gardner drove his convertible straight through that driveway and straight into a swimming pool. Now I'd like to welcome everyone to Anytown. Fond memories for you. This is where they filmed Leave It to Beaver. As we swing around, you can look off to the driver's side once again. You'll see a brick building labeled Town Hall. That used to be the schoolhouse for the Bee in Leave It to Beaver. Nowadays we use it as downtown Cabot Cove, Maine for Murder, She Wrote. And for a brand new Amblin production, a movie called Casper, which will come to your theaters very soon. These houses off to the driver's side were used in a movie called The Burb, starring Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher. That's a funny movie. If you saw it, you recognize the Fishkill house off to the driver's side. It's the home of the Klopeks, those crazy neighbors that terrorized Tom Hanks in the film. Living right next door in this big, huge gray house was the home of Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher in that film. You know, Tom Hanks is here at Universal. He's filming a brand new movie called Apollo 13. It's being directed by Ron Howard. The movie also stars Gary Sinise, Kevin Bacon, Ed Harris, Bill Paxton, just name a few of the big stars. As we turn the corner, you can look out to the driver's side. This big greenhouse is the home of Nancy Drew, the detective. And next door is that White House of green trim, the home of Ben Matlock. Matlock is a Viacom series that stars Andy Griffith. Those are facades, it's just the front and sides of the buildings that you saw in those TV shows. But this house off to the driver's side is a little different. It's not a facade. That's a practical set, which means we can film indoors and outdoors of that house. You might recognize it if you are a Murder, She Wrote fan. It was used in Murder, She Wrote. And most known as a chicken ranch, Miss Mona's Chicken Ranch, in the best little horror house in Texas. You can see some of the houses off to my stride. Down the hill, they filmed a very classic movie called To Kill a Mockingbird, starring Gregory Peck. Next area is what we call Old Mexico. We can transform it into any Mexican city. For TV shows like Simon and Simon, the classics TV show, Sequest even filmed in this area, and they also filmed Three Amigos, starring Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short in a Ryan film. But only at Universal can we take you from Mexico, cross the border into Texas, do it just like that. Into 6 Points, Texas, that is. Here we are in 6 Points, Texas. We call this 6 Points, Texas because we have 6 separate streets that represent 6 totally different western towns. Each town has its own saloon, sheriff station, general store, which allowed us to film 6 westerns all at the same time. Back in the old days, we made over 200 westerns a year here at Universal Studios. Carl Lumley, our founder here at Universal Studios, used to set up bleachers in the streets. He used to invite the public to come on in to see great westerns being filmed live. People could cheer as loud as they wanted to for the good guys and boo even loud for the bad. All of our films were silent back in those days. Outside film through the windows to stay nice and dry. That was used recently for a new Fox TV show called Virtual Reality that you'll see very soon. Up to my side, you'll notice we throw nothing away. This is our prop graveyard. The gray spaceship was used in The Thing, starring Kurt Russell. Many of the Army vehicles were used to make Arthur, starring Gregory Peck. And a small lake off to my side became the entire Pacific Ocean in McHale's Navy, starring Tim Conway and Ernest Borgnine. I think I should tell you that there is a rumor about this area. It's just a silly rumor, but it's said that the crew of McHale's Navy left a couple of underwater mines in these waters, but I don't know. I guess it's true. We better look out for some more underwater mines just in case. All right, now get ready as we go through the Red Sea, inspired by the Ten Commandments, where Charlton Heston, as Moses stood on the cliff, raised his staff, commanded the waters to part. Part the waters! And that's how we do here in the Hollywood. Let's see if it works. Ray, stop. Ray, stop. Stop! Yes, pick up anything off the floor. Please remain sitting. Keep your arms and legs inside the trim because we're going to go under the sea. We're going to go through the Red Sea. You might remember Charlton Heston as Moses standing on that cliff, raising his staff, commanding the waters apart. I don't know about this, but here we go. Ray, I'm going to kill you. Definitely pick up stuff off the ground. Okay, I'd like to go. This is the Red Sea. Isn't this just great? Let's get out of here. I had my eye on a certain prop for a long time. Is that sword that Kirk Douglas used in Spartacus? I love that sword. I always like to come over here because this is where they filmed Spartacus. This is ancient Rome, where we filmed that classic movie that starred Kirk Douglas, Sir Laurence Olivier, and Tony Curtis. We even filmed part of The Shadow, starred Alec Baldwin, Tim Curry, and Penelope Ann Miller from Carlina's Way. It's like the only time I've seen the third or fourth car. How you guys doing? It's the only time. My fourth car. Now, it's no secret that we go to many exotic locations to film movies and TV shows, but to be honest with you, Universal likes to save money whenever they can, and we stay right here in our back lot as much as possible. This next area comes in handy when we need a European setting. This is what we call Little Europe, and we can transform it into any European town. All we really do is change the language on the signs. This road we're on is the road Billy Crystal, Bruno Kirby, and Daniel Stern are charged by the bull for the Tasserand film City Slickers. On to my side is yet another very classic location. This is called the Court of Miracles, where just about every classic movie monster roamed the street band, starring Lon Chaney, the Mummy, the Hunchback, and Frankenstein's monster himself, Boris Karloff, walked through that big, huge archway, carrying a young child in his arms. These buildings that you see actually burnt down in a bad fire that we had here at Universal Studios, but with the help of Crete, actually a styrofoam, foam rubber, and fiberglass. Because the the rain, we do not have much going on our back lot except inside of the sound stages. We do have a lot of filming going on sound stages throughout our back lot and our front lot. Up ahead is sound stage 50. It's one of our biggest, oldest sound stages here at Universal Studios. We are currently filming our newest action-adventure film inside the sound stage. And of course, some of you probably have seen our newest action-adventure film, Street Fighter, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. Well, this movie is much like that, and it's being filmed right now. The crew and the actors are on their first break, so Universal's allowing us to take you through, let you see what a real movie set looks like. Now, don't get too excited, the actors are not in here yet. It's just the sets, but take a picture because when you see the movie, and I know you all will, because it's going to be a big hit released in August, you can tell all of your friends you're actually on the real movie set. I'll tell you more about the actual movie in a second. Let me point out a couple of things. This is a replication of a real subway station. Now, the movie is being filmed on location in New York City and San Francisco. This is only used for special effects scenes. Now, it's what we call a hot set, which means it's totally decorated and it's totally ready for filming. Notice all the details in which it make this look real pretty incredible. Now, I know you want to know the title of the film, so you know what the that was just a little scrap. Earthquake simulates a devastating 8.3 earthquake. Of course, we staged that very safely for you, and that whole effect you just went through, everything you saw, resets itself in less than 30 seconds for the next unsuspecting traveler people. And you know that whole story about the movie filming in it, that was kind of a lie. Oh, it was worth it though. Now, once again, we look out to the driver's side, you get another look of our western streets. Now, I want to point these out. This is the oldest location on our back lot, and many of the buildings on our western streets are built only on a 7/8 scale, which back in the old days gave the illusion of the actors like John Wayne being bigger than life. And they literally were. When the men stood against the smaller buildings, they were bigger and broad-haired, masculine. If you look out to the driver's side, there's a soundstage that we nicknamed the 747 soundstage. Inside we have two interiors of airplanes. So if you see a movie with the airplane in it, it was probably filmed inside that soundstage. The movies like Die Hard 2 were filmed there. Harry Met Sally was filmed in this area, inside that soundstage. And even so realistic, those airplanes were also used in airline commercials. Alright folks, we're going to stop telling you about history. We're going to take you back to the future. We're on that very road that Marty McFly, Doc Brown drove that old DeLorean 88 miles per hour to go back in time. Welcome to Hill Valley, everyone. This is Courthouse Square out to the driver's side, where we filmed all three Back to the Future movies.
Burned down too.
That clock tower should look a little familiar to you, especially if you went on Back to the Future the ride. That clock tower is the same one you crash through. You drive right through to go Back to the Future. That's also where Doc Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd, harnessed that bolt of lightning that propelled Marty McFly, played by Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future. This is the most seen location on our back lot, seen in more movies and TV shows than any other location. This whole area was completely covered with artificial snow and seen in the opening scene as Sneaker, starring Robert Redford. If you saw the movie, it's on video, you can rent it. You'll see the young Robert Redford character running across this college campus, falling down in the snow. Well, you'll know, and only you will know, that's right here in our back lot, Courthouse Square. All right, we're moving on to what we call our metropolitan streets. We can turn these into any city, any neighborhood, any time period in history. All we do is bring out the right props. These streets have been seen in TV shows like Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman. They filmed here just about a week ago, so look for it in upcoming episodes. Buildings are used for outdoor street scenes, but sometimes we need a little bit more control over lighting and sound and have to build entire sections of cities within sound stages, so get your cameras ready. I hear there's a lot of strange things going on inside the sound stage. I don't know about this.
Destruction continues east, causing thousands to flee their homes. Police admit that they are powerless to stop the in-range beach. Military units are rushing to the scene. The beach was last sighted near the 200 block of Old Fulton Avenue.
Oh, no, that's where we are.
Coverage on the scene with our helicopter reporter, Kelly King.
We're now hovering above the wreckage of a crushed L train. The helicopter decided to searching for wait! There's a tram load of people down there. We've got to go down and warn them. Attention, people on the tram. You are in danger. Repeat, you are. Don't have to go down and help them. You have to say, I see a letter.
Oh no, look out! Look out, Victor, look out! Oh no, Ray, let's get out of here quick! Uh-oh. I see gorillas in the mist. Oh no! There he is! I don't believe it! It's King Kong! Look out! Oh no, he's got a hold of the cable! The world's largest animated creature. He stands at over 30 feet tall, weighs over 13,000 pounds, 600 pounds of which was all hair. King Kong made his movie debut in 1933 with actress May Ray. He came to New York City in the 1930s for the movie The Shadow, which starred Alec Baldwin, Tim Curry, and Penelope Ann Miller from Carlito's Way. For The Shadow, they filmed that all right here in our back lot, so they really transformed this area into the 1930s. Speaking of Seattle, the movie Harry and Henderson starring John Lithgow, and off to my side, that street that Macaulay Culkin ran down in the 20th Century Fox film Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. This became London at the turn of the century in Bram Stoker's Dracula, Columbia Picture, and London in Wayne's World 2, a Paramount film. Right now they're getting ready for filming of a new movie called How to Make an American Quilt, a movie that will star Winona Ryder, coming right here at Universal Studios. Now, all these buildings that you see actually burnt down in a really bad fire that we had here about 4 years ago. But with the help of Academy Award-winning art directors and with the help of Steven Spielberg, They rebuilt all of these buildings to be exact replicas of the original buildings. So actually, they're the newest structures that we have in our backlot. That's why we thought it might be appropriate to take you to the oldest structure next. It's coming up on my site. So if you want to get your cameras ready, I highly recommend you getting a picture. This is so historic. Back in 1915, Universal Studios was founded by Carl Laemmle. This bridge that you will see off to my side was the first thing they ever built. So the bridge has been around a long time. First used for a silent western film, the bridge has also been used for westerns throughout the years and for new TV shows and movies that film here at Universal Studios all the time. So when we take you over the bridge, I will... Excuse me. Around maybe I'll take over the bridge today. I apologize. We're going to take a back road, a side road, to show you a great view of the back lots. He's just joking, you guys. We're not really going over we're not going over this bridge. We're not. Okay, that's. Come on, Ray. We're not. Okay, this is part of the tour. Actually, we're supposed to go over the bridge. There's nothing to worry about. If you want to look out to my side, now notice the backs of the facades that you see. They're made. We should run this. I'm going to kill you. I am so sorry. What's got in you, Ray? We could have died on that bridge. This is very serious. From now on, you better just listen to me because who's the boss here? Who's the boss, Ray? It's Japanese. Operates hydraulically, and yes, you can see the bridge put itself back together again. The bridge is used for TV shows like Quantum Leap, starring Scott Bakula and Steve Stockwell, The $6 Million Man, and The Bionic Woman. We do have a lot of illusions for you today on this tram ride tour, but when it comes to our movies and TV shows, we're a little bit more serious. We want everything to at least appear to be realistic for the cameras. That's why we have this very, very large greenery department off to the driver's side. We have over 5,000 different plants and trees that range from the size of 2 inches to 30 feet tall. They're all film I highly recommend. The A-Team Man from A-Team starring Mr. T and George Papard. Several picture cards from Back to the Future. There's the DeLorean, the Flying Taxi Cab from the year 2015, and the black convertible that Vic drove in the 1950s. But do not put your cameras down because something big is up ahead. Actual sets used in a movie called The Flintstones. Welcome to Bedrock, everyone, where we filmed The Flintstones. These sets were used, and off to the driver's side is Barney Rubble's house from the film. I star John Goodman as Fred Flintstone, Rick Moranis as Barney Rubble, and Elizabeth Taylor as the mother-in-law Pearl. These are prehistoric picture cars off to my side of the tram.
This side here, here's the car.
Now, The Flintstones was produced by Steven Spielberg, who directed the movie, the biggest one of all time. Onto the driver's side, some final picture car is the Jeep. The Tyrannosaurus Rex chased that hit movie, Jurassic Park. Ooh. Now on video, by the way. Actually, if you haven't seen Jurassic Park, see it. It's on video. You can actually own your own copy. See the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Raptors, all the dinosaurs whenever you want to. Some of that movie is filmed right here at Universal Studios on the sound stages, and the rest was filmed in Hawaii on location. Our own concoction as a rainstorm provided by Universal Studios. Actually, the way we achieve this rainstorm effect is put sprinklers in the trees. We point them up towards the sky. When the water falls, it falls very... Do you hear that? You might want to point your cameras towards that tree, towards the top of the hill, and cover up anything that might get wet, because look out, there's a flash flood that's coming our way. A problem here in Hollywood right now. Uh-oh, watch out for the falling tree back there, second car. That's what we call movie making magic. You know, you might want to take a picture of that. You can go home to all of your friends who are in the middle of the floods here in Hollywood, which they won't be able to tell the difference between our flood and the real thing. The way we achieve this flash flood effect is dump 10,000 gallons of recycled water from the top of the hill. Same rainstorm effect we used in The River, starring Sissy Spacek and Mel Gibson. Also used in a movie called Fletch Live, starring Chevy Chase. you might want to take your seats because we're moving on. Once again, you know, Chevy Chase filmed 3 Amigos in this area that we called Old Mexico. Once again, look at these buildings. They are not real. In fact, all the buildings that you've seen today on the back lot are fake buildings. Styrofoam, foam rubber, fiberglass. You can see a little bit of chicken wire sticking out there. What we call facades. Uh-oh. Her luck hasn't been bad enough. We are entering Amity, that small town terrorized by the great white shark in the movie Jaws. I told you we could check this out, investigate. Get your cameras ready. You may see what I'm talking about. There are sharks in these waters. Wait a minute. What's George doing? That's our friendly fisherman George out there. You see him? He's been trying to catch Jaws in that small fishing pole, which is noble but crazy. And whoa, wait a minute. Ray, stop. We need to warn George! Hey, George! There's a shark coming in, buddy! No, I'm not kidding, George. Really, there's a shark. Look out! Huh? A shark! What? A shark, George! Oh no! Help! 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 George, she had a lot of guts, didn't he? Oh,
good.
See that yellow float attached to the pier out there in the middle of the lake? Look, straight out towards Lake Look, if Jaws takes a shark, you just might get a picture of a great white. Why is that music playing?
All right, George!
If you do not get a picture of Jaws Lake or George, you do have a second chance. As we go up this hill, look very closely off to the driver's side, get a nice view of Jaws Lake, which also doubles as quaint cabin cove Maine in the hit CBS series Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury. Murder Show fills right here at Universal Studios at all times. Quite often on soundstage on our front lot, but also throughout our back lot as well. I've been mentioning it during the tour. In fact, once again, off to my side, you'll see more locations used by Murder, She Wrote, which stars Angela Lansbury and Jessica Fletcher. Murder Show filmed a lot last season at Miss Mona's Chicken Ranch, the best little horror house in Texas, off to my side of the tram. We drove past it a while back, but I wanted to point out something else about the Chicken Ranch. Remember how I told you it was not a facade, we could film indoors and outdoors? Well, the Chicken Ranch splits down the middle. So you pull it apart like a big huge doll house, and that's how they film the indoor scenes. Of course, it is used for Murder Show. In fact, Jessica Fletcher does all of her gardening right in the backyard of the Chicken Ranch. This is actually a replication of a real chicken ranch in Austin, Texas, and the establishing shots for Federal Horror House in Texas were actually filmed in Texas. As we're going to look off to my side, actually the driver's side, this is a big brown house. That is a very old house, the House of Seven Gables. It's an old horror movie that starred Vincent Price. And speaking of horror movies, with this rain, I'm in the mood. I am in the mood to tell you this story. Now, I'm not supposed to tell you this story. I could get fired. Universal would like to forget what happened on this road 30 years ago, but I can't forget. You must know. It's very bad. It was about 30 years ago. I remember it well. It was a dark and stormy night. And this young woman named Mary Crane, nice lady, driving all alone on this very same road. Well, she was looking for a place to stay for the night, and she found one too. It was a small motel with 12 rooms, 12 vacancies. It was run by an odd little man named Marvin Bates. She checked in, but she never checked out. Get your cameras ready, because there it is off to the driver's side, that very famous house from the movie Psycho. I told you we'd go closer up, so get your cameras ready. We're going to go straight up to the Psycho house and the Bates Hotel. Psycho House is built on a 3/4 scale. Alfred Hitchcock wanted to create the illusion of the Psycho House being much further away from the Bates Hotel than it actually is. And off to my side, you'll see the Bates Hotel. It's what we call a facade, and it was only used for outdoor scenes. As you turn the corner, you get an excellent view of the cycle house in the background. You can even see the top window of the house where Mother used to sit and rock here. I'm sorry. I just thought I saw someone in that house. Did you see that? Look at me like I'm crazy. I'm used to that. I've seen something in that house 4 days in a row. I tell the driver, hey, you know me. And then they laugh in the brain and they call me names, right, Ray? Yeah. Do me a favor. Look out to the driver and say, look at that top window. You see what I saw. Please tell me. Is that top window the one place? Really get down and look right out there because I saw it yesterday. It was pretty far back. Ray, would you just look? Come on, Ray, look. Did you see that? Did you see that? You saw it. You saw it. Yes. Ray, I have proof. They saw it. They saw it. It's Mother. She's still rocking it. Ray, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Tell me what driving. I'm not crazy. I'm not. You know, this log cabin next to the cycle house is much different. We filmed indoors and outdoors, and it was used in Naked Gun 33 1/3, the final insult to Paramount film starring Leslie Nielsen, and The Great Outdoors starring John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. That red log cabin off to the driver's side was used in a cable series called Tales from the Crypt. In fact, we have a movie out in theaters right now based on that cable series called Tales from the Crypt presents Demon Night. Side atop the hills, the neighborhood where Beethoven lived in the first movie starring Charles Grodin, and in the sequel Beethoven's Second. And off to my side, you can't miss it, is the largest standing backdrop in Hollywood. It's being painted right now. It used to be a blazing sunset for Sequest, DSV, and a Guns N' Roses music video on MTV. At one time, it even became the Bahamas for Jaws the Revenge starring Michael Caine. I wish we were in the Bahamas right now. I'm cold and wet. That happens when you travel up to 12,000 feet elevation like we have. With all the rain, we got a little snow up here last night. This is a lot for us. The road we usually take is sort of blocked off. We're going to take a shortcut through this ice tunnel, which is safe. Of course it's safe. As long as you stay there. The slightest tip could trigger it out. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Let's just do it. So be quiet. I said, shh. We're going to die. Say your prayer. We're going to die. I can't believe it. Tilt a little. It was just the walls moving round and round and round, and that made your stomach move round and round and round, and we got a little dizzy, and you were leaning, and you know who you are. Don't feel bad because we go through this 5 to 6 times a day. You think we would catch on by now, but no. Rain falls for it every single time, so don't feel bad. Now, if you get your cameras ready out to my side of the trail after you cross this green wall, it's a great view of our San Fernando Valley. You're going to get an excellent view of it, so you might want to get your cameras ready. Up to the right, you will see the Warner Brothers Studios. They're our neighbors. If you look down, you get a nice view of the historic Bagwell where we were a moment ago. And you also see the first view that our friend E.T. saw when he first came to Earth, and a spaceship abandoned him more than 11 years ago. Hey, look, we're going to stop you for a second, so if you want to take a picture, get your cameras ready. Until Jurassic Park came along, E.T. was the #1 box office hit of all time. It happened for over 11 years. So impressive. Then Jurassic Park opened, things changed big time. Within only months, it moved up to the #1 spot. Took it away from E.T. Well, folks, the tram tour is almost over. You might want to pull out your show schedules and your maps and decide what you're going to see next. There's so much to do. You want to plan ahead. If you want to stay up at the entertainment center where you're at right now, you can see all the...
This video I filmed back in 2000. My friend Craig and his dad, we took his private plane on a journey up the Hudson over New York City. You cannot do this since 9/11. Rest in peace, the World Trade Center. Just sad. I was very lucky to be able to film this amazing journey. We were up for about an hour. We flew up the coast, flew up the coast, and we went down the Hudson, went all the way to the George Washington Bridge, turned around and came back. Footage is incredible. Got a lot of views too. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Still to this day, people are mourning the loss of, loved ones, and it is an amazing video. So respect out there to anyone who lost anyone in the 9/11 attacks. And check this video out. Private plane, see the Statue of Liberty, Verrazano Bridge, Empire State Building, of course, the World Trade Center. Check it out. All right, guys. I can't believe I actually filmed this. I'm so happy I got to film this and share this with you guys. This, we stayed at the Polynesian with my family. I think I was 13. This was 1983. I had a huge Panasonic, huge camcorder, a huge VHS deck. We actually rented a stroller to carry around the deck and the camcorder. Thanks, Dad. And one night I said, you know what? I want to film the TV resort instructional guide for me. You know, just this is 1983. Like I said, I was a kid. I had a tripod. I set up the tripod. I kicked my family out. At some points, I think you could hear a door close and stuff like that. So thanks to my family. And this video is amazing. Love it. They call it Epcot Center. Just at the time, it was just Magic Kingdom and Epcot just came along. I think in '82 it opened. So it's really cool to see Magic Kingdom, Epcot, River Country, Discovery Island. A lot of cool stuff that's just not there anymore. So sit back and relax. This is off the TV in my hotel, the Polynesian Resort, when I was just a teenager. Enjoy. Thanks, guys.
Well, hello there, and welcome to the vacation kingdom of the world. You know, whoa! Walt Disney World is quite a place. 43 square miles filled with fantasy. Boating, golf, tennis, horseback riding, swimming, bicycle riding, shopping, dining, live nighttime entertainment, and that's not all. There's a whole lot more, too. Something for everybody, I'd say. So, where do you start? Well, that's what this little show is all about. Sort of a guided tour of the whole vacation kingdom. Come on. Now, sit back and relax. And on with the show.
Walt Disney World. It's a vast vacation wonderland encompassing beaches and water recreation areas, uniquely themed resort hotels, a camping resort, luxurious villa hideaways, a shopping village, a conference center, the enchantment of the Magic Kingdom, and the newest wonder of the world, Epcot Center. The world is a pretty big place, but that doesn't mean you have to drive to where the action is. A complete and unique internal transportation system makes it easy to sail, ride, soar, roar, and relax around the whole vacation kingdom. Just leave the car, grab the kids, and go. Because once you're here, just getting around is half the fun. Before you start exploring, get out your Walt Disney World Vacation Guide and the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center guidebooks you received when you checked in. They're your personal reference sources for all prices, hours, and numbers to call for additional information or reservations. You'll also find timely stories and articles about Walt Disney World in the latest issue of the Walt Disney World News, available throughout the Vacation Kingdom. You can get even more information about daily operating hours and special events by turning to Channel 10 for Around the World Today. Up-to-the-minute capsulized news on all Walt Disney World activities, even daily weather forecasts. Now, let's begin our tour with a trip to the world's newest wonder, Epcot Center. Located just 2½ miles from the Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center is the newest and most exciting entertainment concept in the history of Walt Disney Productions. Twice the size of the Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center is a celebration of man and his imagination on a scale never before dreamed. In Future World, fantastic pavilions tell the stories of our past and preview the exciting future of communications. Horizons, the latest Future World Pavilion, takes a look at how our technological advances will affect the lifestyles of a family living in the 21st century. Beyond Future World in Epcot Center lies World Showcase, where you can roam through detailed recreations of the world's great cities, landmarks, and landscapes. Along the way, you'll encounter street-side shops and restaurants, a world tour of a lifetime in only a day. Epcot Center is a new world of wonder you'll want to take the time to fully explore. We recommend 2 days to see and do it all. Of course, incredible Epcot Center is only half of the Vacation Kingdom story. There's another world of vacation excitement waiting for you in the Magic Kingdom. The Magic Kingdom actually includes 6 themed lands. There's the charm and nostalgia of Main Street, USA. The romance and intrigue of Adventureland.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
The Wild West wonder of Frontierland. Liberty Square, where colonial America comes to life. Happiest land of all, Fantasyland. And the thrilling adventures of Tomorrowland. As you can see, there's a lot of fun and fantasy right here in the Magic Kingdom. In fact, most guests plan to spend at least 2 days of their vacation in the Magic Kingdom so they can see and enjoy it all. To discover the many wonders of the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center, we suggest the special 3-day or 4-day World Passport. The World Passport is your key to the world, allowing you admission to both the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center during your stay, plus unlimited use of transportation between all resort areas in the Vacation Kingdom. You may purchase World Passports at the monorail entrance at the Contemporary Resort Hotel, the first floor of the Polynesian Resort Hotel, the front desk of the Golf Resort, the Reception Center, or the Conference Center, or at the entrances to the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center. Your vacation guide lists current pricing information on all World Passports, as well as the single-day tickets and other admission packages available. You'll want to read up on the Magic Kingdom at Epcot Center in the materials provided to help you make the most of your visit. Should you need more information, however, just stop by City Hall on Main Street, USA in the Magic Kingdom, or Earth Station located at the base of Spaceship Earth in Epcot Center. While the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center are sure to be the highlights of your Walt Disney World vacation, believe it or not, they're just the beginning. Surrounding the Magic Kingdom and Epcot Center is a total vacation world made up of 7 resort and attraction areas. The Contemporary Resort, the Polynesian Resort, the Golf Resort, Fort Wilderness Resort, River Country and Discovery Island, and the Walt Disney World Village Resort area. As a guest at one Vacation Kingdom resort, the many recreational facilities of all Walt Disney World resorts are available for your use. You're now a member of the Vacation Kingdom family, and the entire world is your playground. And what a playground it is. Let's take a look. Imagine the old swimming hole, updated with a few new twists and turns. That's River Country in the Fort Wilderness Resort. River Country is a newfangled version of the old swimming hole where you can ride, slide, and splash into the water umpteen different ways. And all of the fun of River Country is right on the shores of Bay Lake, just minutes away, no matter where in the world you're staying. Across Bay Lake from River Country lies another adventure you won't want to miss. Discovery Island, the Vacation Kingdom's own certified zoological park. Here you'll wander winding pathways through lush foliage, explore the landscape splendor of a walk-through aviary, and meet hundreds of exotic birds and animals from all over the globe. The accommodations themselves are all part of the fun. Guests can stay in the mainstream of tomorrow in the beautiful Contemporary Resort Hotel. Here, the Walt Disney World monorail glides right through the concourse, providing futuristic service to the Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center, and other ports of call. In addition to experiencing a vast variety of entertainment, vacationers enjoy being tempted by one of the Vacation Kingdom's finest selections of specialty shops and boutiques. Another stop along the monorail circuit is the Polynesian Village Resort Hotel, a vacation dream in its own right, with all the charm and romance of a South Seas hideaway. The Great Ceremonial House is the setting for some of the world's most exotic scenery, and here too are shopping adventures for everything from souvenirs to sarongs. For those with no work and all play on their minds, the Golf Resort Hotel offers 36 holes of beautiful championship golf right outside the door. There's a swimming pool and tennis facilities too. And the Golf Resort's completely equipped pro shop carries a wide variety of shopping selections for the sports-minded vacationer. The Fort Wilderness Campground Resort provides an unforgettable stay in a frontier settlement. Here, visitors can tie up their wagons for the night amidst the tall pines, or stay in a fully furnished camping home. Fort Wilderness is a vacation hideaway just a few minutes, but 100 years from civilization. And finally, clustered between quiet lagoons and lush green fairways, luxurious Walt Disney World villa accommodations and a versatile conference center provide a home away from home for vacationers and convention guests alike. Each offering a wide range of recreational activities. One exciting way to spend a Florida day is on the water. And there's a variety of watercraft available at the Polynesian Village, Contemporary Resort Hotel, and the Fort Wilderness Resort Marinas, as well as at Walt Disney World Village. And if you're still feeling adventurous, there's always water ski program available to you as a Vacation Kingdom guest. The Wonders of Walt Disney World is an educational program designed for children in grades 5 through 10. It's an educator-approved program of courses on energy, creative arts, entertainment, and ecology, which uses the entire Walt Disney World Vacation Kingdom as a classroom. In most cases, school credit may be earned through participation in the Wonders of Walt Disney World program. Call 828-2405 to arrange enrollment for your child. In addition to recreation, the Walt Disney World resorts are famous for dining adventures to please every taste. Family dining is a specialty in the Vacation Kingdom too. On the 4th floor of the Contemporary, for example, you'll find traditional family favorites at the Terrace Cafe and Buffeteria, the Outer Rim, and the Pueblo Room, all famous for friendly Disney-style services. For family dining with a tropical flair, the Polynesian Village Resort features the South Seas Dining Room, Coral Isle Cafe, and Papeete Bay Veranda, all centrally located in the Great Ceremonial House, as well as the Tangaroa Terrace, an ideal spot for a family breakfast or evening meal. Over at the Golf Resort, the Trophy Room tees off on hearty family appetites with full breakfast, lunch, and dinner menus. Here's an extra special treat, dining a la Disney. Breakfast and dinner served up with a side order of Disney fun, featuring favorite Disney characters. It's an experience families will long remember, and it takes place daily at dining locations throughout the Vacation Kingdom. To find out the times and the locations and to make reservations, just stop by the guest services desk at your resort hotel or check your vacation guide. For a unique blend of fine dining and gala entertainment, choose from several dinner shows presented nightly in the Vacation Kingdom. On the palm-lined shores of the Seven Seas Lagoon, Luau Cove is the setting for the exciting Polynesian Review. Here you can feast on authentic island dishes while Polynesian dancers perform traditional dances and songs. Over at Pioneer Hall, you can join hundreds of Fort Wilderness settlers for the Hoop-de-Doo Musical Review, an old-fashioned frontier feast that's the wildest show this side of the Mississippi. Enjoy dinner, dancing, and a dazzling show nightly atop the magnificent Contemporary Hotel, as Broadway at the Top celebrates 30 years of Broadway spectaculars in a song and dance salute to the American musical theater. Both Channel 10 and your vacation guide feature information on nightly Walt Disney World Resort dinner shows. The guest services host or hostess in your resort or reception area will be happy to answer your questions on everything from reservations to babysitting. Yes, babysitting services for Walt Disney World Resort guests can be arranged subject to availability. Choose private in-room service or the facilities of the new KinderCare Children's Center. The Mickey Mouse clubhouses in the Contemporary and Polynesian Village Resort hotels can provide hours of supervised fun too. Should you wish to change or extend your travel or vacation plans, the Travel and Tour Desk at the Contemporary Resort Hotel can help you with bus and airline schedules, tours to other Central Florida attractions, and car rental services from National Car Rental, the official car rental service of Walt Disney World. In Epcot Center, the American Express Travel Port, located in Communicore, also offers reservations and travel arrangements, as well as all other American Express cardholder services. Incidentally, the American Express card is the official credit card of Walt Disney World and is accepted for payment at all Walt Disney World Resort hotels, merchandise locations, and table service restaurants. In the Walt Disney World Village Resort area, the Sun Bank Building houses the Walt Disney Travel Company. Complete travel agency services are offered, all with the Disney quality touch. Walt Disney Travel Company. Nobody knows our world better. Once again, you have several excellent information sources at your fingertips. Your Walt Disney World Vacation Guide, your Magic Kingdom Guidebook, your Epcot Center Guidebook, Channel 10, and the Walt Disney World News. Together, they'll show you the way to the vacation of a lifetime in the vacation kingdom of the world.
Well, I hope our little show has helped you to get to know the Vacation Kingdom a little better. And before I go, I'd like to leave you with one special wish. On behalf of the entire Walt Disney World cast, have a wonderful stay in the Vacation Kingdom of the world.
This video is The Legend of the Lion King from 1996. This was in the Magic Kingdom at first. Amazing puppet show. It shows footage in the background of The Lion King. It's really cool. Only problem is I did have problems with copyright, so this is an edited version. The link is below if you want to see the whole thing with all the music. But this is just the edited version because of the music and royalty fees. I got a little flag on it, so not a big deal. But this is the edited version. If you want to see the full version, the link is below. It's one of my top 5 videos. Enjoy.
Oh, who are you? What are you doing here? Oh, I know that smell anywhere. Homo sapiens. Well, no matter. After all, nobody's perfect. Every one of us is connected in the great circle of life. You, me, that guy over there with the funny hat. I'm sorry, man. So, welcome, cool off, relax. It's a jungle out there. Now pay close attention. Come. For old Rafiki has a tale to tell you. It is the story of Simba. You see, Simba was a fine little lion cub who was destined to become the Lion King. His father, King Mufasa, taught him well to understand the balance of nature and to respect all creatures in the circle of life. But something terrible happened. Oh, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. I always do that. Let me start at the beginning. Oh, the winds of change. Change is good. Asante sana squash banana we no go mimi apana. It is time. Look, sir. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. A king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day soon, the sun will set and the rise will come as the kingdom.
This is all mine?
Everything.
Not all of them.
Simba, let me tell you something. My father told me. Look at the stars. The great king of the past looked down on us on those stars.
Really?
Yes. So whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you. And so will I.
Just look at you two, little seething romance, blossoming in the savannah. What a day you must be looking for.
I can't marry her. She's my friend. It would be so good.
Oh, sorry, don't bust your balls. That is tradition.
future would be filled with only good things. He believed it would be fun. Pretty naive, huh? Well, you see, whenever there is power, there is always someone who wants to take it away. Case in point, Uncle Sam. Almost first in line until the little hairballs know that Scar wouldn't give up so easily. So he entered into an unholy alliance with the lying son of the kingdom, the High King.
That's not my father. Just my reflection.
No. You see,
He lives in you. Simba.
Father?
Simba, you have forgotten me.
No. How could I?
You have forgotten who you are, so forgotten me. Look inside yourself, Simba. You are, and what you have become. You must take your place in this little life.
How can I go back? I'm not who I used to be.
Remember who you are. You are my son, and the one true king. Who you are.
No, please.
So, Simba returned home, only to find the kingdoms in ruins. And when he reached the border, he saw how bad things had gotten. Under Scar's tyranny, the circle of life was it is time. Remember.
Well, that's my top 5, guys. I hope you like this. I think it's just a fun thing just to put them all together, my videos and everything, my resort videos, my extinct videos, and it's just a lot of fun, I think. So hope you enjoyed my top 5 viewed videos on my channel, RobFuz. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. I go live every Friday, 4 o'clock, and I post retro videos and just a lot of fun on my channel. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. So if you want to become a member, see these videos exclusive, get a shout out on my videos, get amazing emojis during my live streams, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much if you're a member already. I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you in my live streams, and I hope to see you more in some more. I have a ton more future retro videos. I'm sitting here in my studio right now editing, so hope you guys are enjoying them. Thank you so much for your support. To my sponsors, D&G Explorers, and the Philly crew, you guys are awesome. And all my partner channels, all the links are below. Check everyone out. Thanks, guys.